Hello beans, hello and welcome to episode 18 of IkkyDoot streams. Modded Minecraft, create above and beyond. Well, mostly at the moment not above or beyond, mostly just here. But you know, eventually. Now, the eagle-eyed viewers will notice, one, I have a problem, and two, some things have changed. The first thing we're going to do is deal with the problem. Because I don't want to take you through the changes and whatnot without dealing with these twits first. If you'll excuse the French. Got one. And I wonder if I can get that one to kill that one, because then I don't get the although I have realised that debuff now does wear off. Oh, you. Mind you, he seems to be stuck in a tree, so maybe we'll just leave him there. Eventually his thing will break. Are you really stuck in a tree, my man? Yep. You clever. Clever boy. You just stay there, maybe. Right. Yes, as I said, the eagle-eyed viewers right now will notice that a few things have changed. Mostly because I got fed up of leaving my base and constantly trampling my crops. So the crops last time were here. All the way along this little seafronty, well, waterfronty area here. I have knocked down, after much effort, knocked down the hill that was here and have moved the crops up to here. And I think you'll agree that looks a lot nicer, especially with the... I was intending of turning these into like little scarecrows, but never got round to that quite. But I mean, it does. And we've even got the actual pumpkin and melon bit now working a lot better. So yeah, I think that looks a lot nicer. And I've got my crops in nice little neat rows. Not that I'm at all pedantic about how my farms look, but there you go. So we have made a little bit of progress on making a bit more space. And now this has opened up this area. So maybe I will move our working area, which we previously had over there. You can see that water wheel there, over to here. For any time we need to do like a one-off squishy-ificating thing or a one-off mix-ificating thing. We'll probably move it over here. Probably. This is kind of cool. So a lot of people have been probably watching this and going, yeah, but Icky, you can put a contraption on this and the contraption will go back and forth and collect all the stuff for you and plant it again. Yes, but there's something else that I have in mind for this. So, and I've only just remembered to do it. So I'm going to make a quick hole here and here, and you'll see why. I'm going to take some barrels, right, there and there, because there is something else in this pack that I think you guys are going to love in particular before we go on to the create stuff. So take yourself a carved pumpkin, pop, pop, and pop, and some hay bales. I'm doing 3 because, I mean, this is a big area. And what we do is you pop the hay bale down and pop that on top of it, and what you get is a little straw golem. And that little straw golem, I don't know if you just noticed, will wander off and collect something. Collect. Do the thing. Come on. Pick something up. There's a good boy. Can you hear them talking at all? Can you hear him like doing the hee 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 hee? Oh yes, in fact, go get the melon, because it's hilarious when you watch them getting melons and pumpkins and stuff. There you go. Ha! Thief! Thief! Look at him go! And he doesn't break the crop, he'll just gather it up and pop it in the box. So how's about that? So now they do have a lifetime remaining type thingy, and they can be hurt by mobs. But if you've got the area well lit, it's basically free resource. It's basically free resource collection. I do recommend, if you're going to do this, pop a fence around the guys, because they will wander off and go do their own thing. So like this one here now is kind of possibly going over there to get the sugarcane. Not sure. Might also be going somewhere else. So we've got water coming in here, and it's filling up there, and it's turning into the special sky stone stuff there, which is then getting mixed with the quartz that we charged over there, and getting turned into destabilised redstone, right? And we also have the water coming this way, filling up this guy, and creating these big crystals. The pure Certus quartz crystals. Right? The aim now, and I had them running for a bit while I was waiting the other day because I might as well charge them up as I'm waiting. In fact, I'll probably pop some more on again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seems to be about right for that size of a contraption because it doesn't tend to run things out. Now what we need to do, we need to take the final item and take it on, because we don't want it to just sit on this when it's in the giant size. So once it gets to this size, we want it to do something else. So once it gets here, we want it to come off of this conveyor belt, come over here, get joined up with that to make our rose quartz. So if I go back into my alluring expedience, so as you can see, we've done all of this a bit, we've done all of this bit, we've done this bit here. This is the next step. So this is what we're going to do today. So we need to get to this point. Now you can make this. Let me see if I can find it. There. So you can take quartz and 4 redstone and it will make rose quartz. And then you can, using a sandpaper or whatever, turn it into the polished rose quartz. But it's a lot more annoying to have to go and get the quartz and do the thing and da-da-da. It's just easier to grow it like this. So, but yeah, once it gets to this point, I think if we put like a little brass funnel here that separates out the actual crystals, so when it comes this way, gets mixed with that, I should think we'll be laughing. Hopefully, probably. So yeah, let's give that a go. Excuse me, bed. You're now officially in the way. So, what we want to do, I did actually do a little bit of preparation this time and got some of the items that I think I'm going to need. Probably haven't got everything, but yeah. So we're going to bring the water out this way. And we're going to pop a sleeve on there. Hopefully that'll work, because it'll go into the sleeve. And if it's something, it'll come this way. And if it's not, it'll go that way. So we're going to make a little hole along here. Hopefully I can run this all together. Oh, no, the grass didn't jump on the conveyor belt. So we're going to run a conveyor belt into this side. Simples. And then we're going to run a conveyor belt, well, not a conveyor belt, sorry, we're going to run a tube. So we're going to need one of those twisty-turny tubes. We don't need to have a smart filter this time, but we're going to pop a twisty-turny tube onto that to pull the water, or the redstone, to stabilise redstone into this bucket. So we'll have to link that up, and that'll go into there. That I'm currently, hang on. Ta-da! Hi! Yeah, you can stand in these like cauldrons. But yeah, I just accidentally got in the bucket. Whoop. Don't need to do that. Right. So we've got that bit. We need to pop the whiskey biscuit thing on top because we need to mix this one as well. So we're probably going to make another water wheel set into here. Because that kind of makes sense, I suppose. So we'll pop that there. And we'll pop one of these here. There we go. And let's connect that up with a wee conveyor belt. Up, up. Lovely. We're going to need to take that. I wonder if I can do that off of this one, actually. Might be able, oops. Might be able to. Don't want to stand on it. Stop it. And cog. Cog. Which actually has it going the right way. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so nice when these things go the right direction, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful. Right. So funnel on there to let it accept the things. And then what we need to do is we need to figure out how to join this one up. And that probably is some kind of hijinks. So if we do that, I know I forgot something. I want to take that and turn it sideways. That's not at all awkward that you can't see the bucket under there now, but we don't need to see the bucket. We know the bucket's doing the right thing. So one down, one across, and then one over. Lovely. There we go. Admittedly, it's not going the right way, but since when am I that lucky? There we go. So this then should whoop, go into there. Lovely. So that's half of it working already. So now we need to get the water wheel going to power this one. I think if we, like I said, build it into the back here and we'll see where we get to. So this is just, you've seen this before with the water, but I'm going to still do it in the usual pattern that we do, because that seems to be the winning formula. And then we'll be set to actually get the whiskey done, and then we'll almost be done before the hour is out. Steady on now. Oops. Ooh. Maybe not. Maybe not. Shh. We live in hope. We live in hope, people. Come on. Positive thinking. And I've just trapped myself. Oh, wait, hang on. Double boots. Yikes. Those are kind of fun, aren't they? Might have to keep those around. Right, water wheel. Wrong way around. No. Give that back. There. And there. Wonderful. Right, quickly fill it up. Is it really getting night time again already? Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go, that one and that one. And we've got ourselves a working water wheel. Simples. Right, quickly nip into the bed again. So that you can see what I'm doing, mostly. Not because I'm worried about creepers. So you can see what I'm doing. Right, so far we've popped this here. We've got our mix-ificator above our bucket thingy, which is now filling up with destabilised redstone, which is connected to all of that from before. So you can kind of see what's going on. There's a two-pronged approach from this side and from that side. We've got the andesite funnel, which will pick up our crystals. So if I quickly show you what would happen there. So this will just carry that one, as you've seen before, all the way. Slurp. Ta-da! So let's get this going. I'm probably going to need a lot more cogwheels than that, but I can always go and grab some andesite in a second. And we're going to come out of this side probably. Seems a bit sensible, doesn't it? Let's go here. Is that? That's not where I meant to go, is it? Well, close enough. There we go. So shaft out, because that's generally the best way to start it, and it also looks a little bit better than not, you know, hiding into the wall. And then we'll go, is it big wheel, small wheel? I think so, isn't it? Yeah. So big wheel, small wheel. So big cog, little cog. Might have been quicker actually and easier to bring it out this side. Oh well, hang on. So, shaft, it's fine, we'll use that one over there as well. And then we'll pop that on there. Pop that on there. Then we need to have a gearbox. Because if we bring this over to, say, here, we can connect that up there. Wait, is that the right way around? No, I need a vertical one, don't I? Ta-da! Right, and then we need some more little cogs, don't we? I knew I would. Simples. Okay, so we've brought it out of the water wheel this way, and we've got it coming up this way. All we do then is connecting, and as you can see, immediately it started mix-ificating, and you can see there we have our first rose quartz, or polished rose quartz in this instance. So which gave us a nice little achievement there called pink diamonds, but they're easier to find than pink diamonds are. We have officially done that. Ta-da! How about that? So obviously now we don't want it to sit in that bucket because, well, we need it to do stuff. So we're going to take it this way with another conveyor belt and shove it into a box. Simples. Seems like an idea, doesn't it? Right, so we're going to go with some more shaft and another shaft. Pop. And a belt. And then let's see, we could take it from this. Or we could take it from this, maybe. What do we think? We could try and take it from that, can't we? So if we... Herp. We could also potentially just take it from that too. That's 3 apart, isn't it? Which means that the conveyor belt on this side is going to go that way in the end. Although, there's nothing to stop me going underneath this one. We don't need the space underneath, so let's try that. Hinja. Magic, look at that. Okay, and then all you do is cogwheel, cogwheel. Hit. Hit. Or not. One of these days. One of these days, I'm going to get this right. Okay. And then mechanical belt again. Pop. And then one. Pop the mud back again so the thing's not floating. Two. Ta-da! Because we actually want it to go the other way, not this way. I hope that made sense to you. It made sense to me in my brain. Shh. So then we pop a funnel on there. And that's pretty much it. That is the next stage, kinda there. So, let's show you exactly what happens now. So, imagine for now, use your imaginations for me. There's a little brass funnel on here. And the little brass funnel on here is going to filter out the fully grown crystal. So the fully grown crystal eventually will just go, not that way, this way. Whee! Stop standing on your conveyor belt. Ah. So he's coming this way. And he's getting mix-ificated with the redstone stuff. And if you see here, let's try that again. So, because that was probably me moving too much and you probably didn't see anything. So, it comes along here, gets into there, gets mix-ificated, and turns into rose quartz on that side. Now, we're going to need quite a bit of this, as I'm sure you can imagine, because we're going to have to use this now. We're going to have to make this. So, you take this, and you squidge on a bit of iron, and it will make the electron tube. Right? The electron tube is then used in the next step. Deploy, deploy, deploy. Which is pretty much the same as that one over there, where it goes andesite alloy, and then SAW. With this one, it's going to go electron tube, and then screwdriver. So we're going to have to do it a couple of times to get the kinetic mechanism from episode or chapter 1 into the finished item precision mechanism, so kinetic precision, in chapter 2. Hope that all made sense to everybody here. So what we want to do, since I guess we've finished that bit really, really quickly, is we could probably do the iron bit now as well if you fancy. If you feel up for it. So let's collect you guys off for now. Because the sooner we get to the copper age, or the brass age, sorry, the better. So I'm going to fling these on. It doesn't matter that they're sitting as a stack because the basin will pick them up as it's needed. It will just sit here on the conveyor belt. Much like the kelp does over there, it will stack it up and take it as it needs it. And as you can see now, this is going down, so we are going to have to find out a way possibly to get the quartz charged up on its own. But these things do come with time, so I wouldn't worry too much. Oh, whoop, whoop, what did I do there? Wouldn't worry too much. Because soon we will have the mechanical arms that can do the lifting for us. And possibly move that round to over there or somewhere. Yeah, probably. That's a better view of it. Why didn't I do that before? Check that out. There you go. So it turns into the crystal here. And then once it goes through the tunnel that we haven't got there yet, it'll go this way, get mix-ificated, and go along there. Beautiful. What do you think about that, eh? Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Right. So let's nip back to the base now, because I think we can get the second part of this episode going as well. So, you've seen from the pictures and the diagrams, the next step, I need to make a bridge here. We might do that at this episode as well, because then I can actually get across. But for now, we'll leave it as is. What we're going to do is we're going to try and plop the iron thing. Now, I made that over there, that big smelter, tink smelter, which smelts up all of the ore that I ever need. I mean, I've got several spots here. So 2, 9, 9, 8, 18? 2 times 9, 18? Yeah, either way. You can chuck it all in there and it smelts it and it automatically spits it out into there. So that means I don't really need this one anymore, because this one was our starter one. I kept it because I knew that we'd probably want it for something. So we're going to nab it now and move it because we don't need it here anymore. And I'll probably replace that with something. But what we do need is that. Because then we can have it automating the iron with any luck. We're coming this way to get it running alongside that one, because ideally what I would like, and this is ideally, so maybe probably might not happen, but it might happen. Ideally, what I would like is, see here where you've got all of these kinetic mechanisms, I would like to have all of the finished chapter items kind of here, so that then when I need one of particular anythings, I can come over here. So this one will be chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Seems like a cool idea. Contains excess items. How have you got overflow? What have you got in there? I don't know what's in there. I'll have to figure that out later. Right. It should have nothing in there right now. It should have a whoop. Oh god, I keep forgetting about those boots. Double jump. Kind of terrifying. Okay, hey, look at that. It's now empty. So we've actually run out of the redstone stuff. But that's fine. All we have to do to get that going again is get some more of these guys chopped up. So, and yes, you can automate this. We will be automating this, but for now we're just hand doing it because it's quicker and easier. I love it when it does that big zappy zap thing. You can tell, you can just about tell because it changes colour. If you look carefully, boop, it gets slightly lighter. It also shines, but it gets slightly lighter, and that's when you know it's changed or charged. Whichever one you want to go with. There. Ta-da! That boss Illager's still stuck in that tree. He's having a bad day. He is having a bad day. There we go. That's going again. And we've got plenty of that stuff going on. Right. So, as I mentioned, I kind of want all of these guys now to be coming in this direction. There. Because eventually I want them all to be queued up. So, and as you can see, that's going to cut right past the water wheel there, so it should be alright. So we're going to go down here again. Make another little, what's it called? Conveyor belt. And I'm not too worried about space at this point, because, I mean, it's got a bit to go to get over there anyway. And the same thing is going to happen this side, where we have the deployer, just going that way. That's the aim anyway. Whether it works is another thing. But we'll see. Hop, and hop. And then what we do is conveyor belt to there, and that one's that set up. Although this time we actually want it to go in the same direction, so I wonder if I just pop another connection there. So if you've set it wrong, you can just right click it with the conveyor belt again, and it'll extend it. It won't use the conveyor belt, but it will extend it. So this is something that I only learnt after a lot of faffing and fiddling around. So, boom. And it's going the wrong way. Ah. I don't learn, do I? I don't learn. And if you want to take it back again, you just right click. Boop. Here we go. Cogwheel. Bop, bop. There we go. Going in the right direction. Nice. Now we want our spout kinda here-ish. Let's go there. So right click above where you want to put it. Jobs are good. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do, because we don't have a use for this anymore, we can just use it in this contraption now, in this construction. So we're going to go heater and whoop, shift, right click, there we go. Heater and melter. You can hook up another Tinks thing here, or you can use the create one, which I don't know if I ever showed you actually. Let's see, hang on, basin because there is a way to do this in create. I don't think it's going to be that scene or that scene. That one's not particularly helpful either. So if you use the burner, is it? There you go. That empty blaze burner. Yes, we're going to have to make one of these eventually. So you can capture a blaze inside the blaze burner, and the blaze burner will fuel your contraption. So then when you pop an ingot or something in here, in a basin that is above this, you can cook it. And you can take it in and out as well. So you can feed it in as we are doing here with our waterworks, or otherwise. And you can heat these guys up in different levels. So you can have him just, you know, ticking in with some coal, or you can actually feed them lava, or you can feed them the blaze cake, which means really, really, really hot. But I will get to that. We'll get to that because it will be a thing we'll need to do. I thought I saw something then over that hill. I'm going mad. Right. Because now we're going to pull that out of there and into here, so that then when this starts going along, it'll go splurge, splurge. That's the hope. So we'll pop some iron in. And then what we need to do is we need to get these guys up there. So let's go with one of these. There. And then we're going to pull it out from here and go sideways. Actually, I don't even know if we need to. No, we don't actually need to go sideways, do we? We can go down. Nah, there you go. Ta-da! So now the iron that was melted over here is now molten over here because it's pulled it into the spout. So now what we want to do, if we pop a hopper on here and a barrel up here, you could also use a chute if you wanted to, and then iron that up. Eventually I'll pop a hopper going into the back of this as well and stoke it up with some coal, but for now not needed, because we're just showing you how it works. So now we've got it mix-ificating over here. It'll come along here, go into this box. I do recommend using boxes between all of these, because if you ever have a surplus of something or something runs out, at least then what you are making is going into a barrel or doing something over here. So now what we want to do, let's have, I think I need another barrel. Ow. I should have grabbed another barrel while I was at the base. Oh, hang on 2 ticks, because I don't want it to go chucking itself off the edge. They're all just standing around holding beetroots. Come on, you. Put it in the box. There you go. Well done. We'll have a quick look and see how much they've gathered. You apparently are useless. You guys are a bit better. So we're going to grab some barrels, because then we'll be able to store up our electron tube. I don't have any barrels left. Okay, that'll do. Right. Oh, this is that one that I can never find, isn't it? Maybe we'll search it. Oh wait, no, there you go. Ta-da! Right, that'll do. Back we go. Nice and relaxing when it goes slightly right. I can't believe I got through that quickly. I thought that would take a lot longer, actually. Right, so what we do then, barrel on the other end, so that then the finished product can jump in there. Little curtain, and splurge. And as you can see, electron tube. And now we've got that bit. Ta-da! So you've done all of that. So, like I say, we're very, very, very close to finishing. So, we have unlimited supply of iron. I actually kind of like digging for it as well. We have the sand and seed growth, the unlimited water supply. We have the sky stone, which goes into the redstone, which then goes into the red quartz, which gets turned into the LED tube, yeah, that's nearly this bit of the chapter at least, or of the quest of the adventure, is nearly complete. Not bad. We made excellent timing today, and we looted a mine, looted a dungeon. Excellent, very good. Right, hang on. Let's stand over here for the outro. Yeah. Actually, there you go. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, look at it all whirring. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't that utterly beautiful? Right. Well, I think we should call it there. We did a bit of exploring. We did a bit of looting. We unveiled a bit more of the map. This nice healthy chunk here, which was very good. We still have plenty more to explore. We've got this big chunk up here, this over here as well. We still also have that dungeon. Was it here somewhere? Oh god, we've got a lot of markers on the map now, haven't we? That we need to. We can probably remove that one. We've been there. Yeah, so we've got plenty to do. But yeah, so I think we'll leave it there because that seems a good point to pause. So next time we will be going into the deploy as we have done over there in the past, and we will complete the chapter. And yeah, we'll probably then take another break between create chapters to do something silly, probably go back to the dungeon and die some more. But in the meantime, thank you all very much for coming to chill out with me and watch me on my crazy adventure. I do appreciate your support and your love. I will see you again on Friday. Good night and goodbye.